I just found this video called No Women or Non-Christians Allowed in the Inner Circle of Heru. And I, having always hoped to join the Inner Circle of Heru, feel very excluded as a black woman who also happens to be a non-Christian. And so I think this is really worth examining in a video. This is important stuff, so pay attention.
So the whites just informed me.
Sorry, who did?
The whites.
The whites told you. Is the whites somebody's name? Kind of like the Jesus?
Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
That some kind of black cop or sheriff deputy, female, offered her pussy to them to calm them down.
Oh, she offered it to them. So the whites is some kind of a group. Maybe a gang or something? Wait, she offered them what?
So I'm very kind of worked up right now.
I bet you are. So am I. This poor woman had to offer her pussy to the whites people to make them calm down? It sounds like they were planning to hurt her if she didn't. That sounds like rape, dude. Did either of you call the police yet? Should I?
And so I'm going to calm down. I'm going to give you my decree.
Decree? No, there's no time for decrees. You gotta call the cops, man. Get her a rape kit.
And women have to be punished because they allow for the opportunity for this despicable falsehood if it's true.
What? Why would she need to be punished for this, let alone women in general? Hold on, are you saying you think she's lying about this? Women allowed the opportunity for this despicable falsehood if it's true? But if it's true, how is it a falsehood? And I thought the whites told you about this, not her. Please explain, you gotta be more clear. We're wasting valuable time.
Then they are guilty.
Who are guilty? The whites? The women? The reptoids?
All right, and so it wasn't just that, it's other black women in secret societies have been offering themselves to non-black people in secret societies.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. As a black woman, obviously I offer myself to the non-black people in my local Illuminati lair every Saturday. It's only polite. You say it like it's a bad thing. Don't judge how I get my kicks, man. But that still doesn't change the fact that this poor woman was raped by the whites.
They work in law enforcement and white racists.
Oh, so, yeah, okay, never mind the part about me offering myself. I don't work in law enforcement or white racists.
And they think that that's using their pussy power to help keep the peace.
Oh, so then what you're saying is that lady wasn't raped. She was using her pussy power to keep the peace in her secret society by offering her pussy to the members of the secret society who were in law enforcement and or white. Damn, man. What secret society is she in? It sounds like they have some major interpersonal issues. Maybe they need a seminar on respect in the secret lair? Maybe like posters put on the walls in the meeting rooms to explain what's acceptable lair behavior and what isn't? You know, acceptable lair behavior would be like give your co-conspirators a thank you card when they help you inject another subliminal message into another Disney film. And then unacceptable lair behavior would be angry outbursts, refusing to calm down until another member uses their pussy power on you. Things like that.
That type of thinking is not allowed. That's that bitch shit.
Oh yeah, that's another item for the poster. Unacceptable lair behavior, that bitch shit.
No women are allowed in... No women are allowed in my cult as a result.
Good plan, man. You wouldn't want to get any of that pussy power used on you. And make sure you put up a big sign on your cult's treehouse that says, "No girls allowed." And make sure you keep them out too, otherwise they might sneak attack you and inject mind control fluid into your balls.
No women allowed in horse, no Greco-Roman shit.
Really? And here I was thinking you were a tough martial arts manly man. I mean, check out these moves. But you're not allowing Greco-Roman shit in your cox-only cult? Not even the manliest man-man martial art, Greco-Roman wrestling?
I was going to give him one last chance today, ironically. I was about to make this video, later on today, and, try to think about what to do with women. And then they came at me that way, and I showed no sign that I was going to do so, not that I can think of.
Oh, good thinking. Keep it on the down low. The hush-hush. You're just too high profile. Everyone wants to get that information on you. You cannot allow WikiLeaks to find out what you're doing ahead of time. That'd be too much of an advantage for your enemies, of which you have many.
All this is the truth.
I'm sure it is, but I beg you, be reasonable. You've got women lined up around the block wanting to join your cult. You're gonna break their hearts. I mean, really, is it really so bad that they have that special pussy power? Don't hate them just because they're different. Didn't you ever see X-Men? Sure, some of the she-mutants use their pussies for evil, but some of them use them for good.
She said that she had to offer her pussy to calm them down, and that someone from some white group. I know what they said, but I'm not gonna put that group on blast. On the low, if you want to come at me, I'll tell you the deal.
Makes sense, man. You wouldn't want to put them on blast just because they got so upset she had to offer her pussy, bro. That pussy power is serious shit. Don't you worry. I'll come at you on the low and you can tell me the whole deal.
Okay, so we are enemies of these people.
Who? The whites?
I want nothing to do with women.
Nothing at all? Why's that? Wait a minute. Are you...
No gays.
Oh, well, never mind then.
No spiritual bottom feeders, you know.
Oh yes, I certainly do know. In fact, I would argue that you shouldn't allow spiritual aquatic animals of any kind. Especially koi. Those fuckers are so spiritual it freaks me out, man. What business does a fish even have being spiritual? It just ain't Christian.
They knew it was about reproduction and they insulted me when it has to do with reproduction with their sex cults.
I'm sorry to hear that. No man likes being made fun of when it comes to reproduction.
So no black celebrities, no, if they even look like they're in a sex cult, don't even allow them.
That's a very sensible suggestion. But what does a person look like if they're in a sex cult? Definitely not like you. I mean, you got that sweet sign in the background that says no women whipping dudes allowed, which I'm pretty sure is mandatory in every sex cult. I guess we're basically just saying no creepy fat old dudes, right? Which, let's be honest, is really the only reason I haven't joined a sex cult yet. Hey, does anyone know of any good secret sex cults in the hell area that aren't full of creepy old dudes? For some reason, I can't find any reviews on Yelp.
We can't afford to give them any leeway. We have to be vigilant, brothers.
You're absolutely right, brother. As we all know, black sex cult-looking celebrities are wily. When they execute their plan to infiltrate your cult, they'll likely succeed. We cannot afford to allow any sex in the cult. We must be vigilant if we are to maintain the kind of deep sexual repression we've cultivated. Yes, that kind. Exactly.
777, mind, body, soul. No inferior women sleeping with the devil, serpent, which stands for sleeping with Japheth, sucking him, like the wolf gets sucked off by Romulus, and gay men doing it as well.
I see. Yes, very interesting. Let's analyze that. I think it's important that we understand it. No inferior women sleeping with the devil. Does that mean all women are inferior, or that we only want superior women to sleep with the devil? Because as a devil, I wholly support the latter. And then apparently sleeping with the devil serpent means sleeping with Japheth. I guess that refers to Europeans, after the myth that the descendants of Japheth populated Europe. So it's kind of a white devil thing, I suppose. But here's where I get confused, because you say these inferior women are sucking Japheth off, which is a bit odd, because before you said this woman offered her pussy, which I mean, I guess you can create some amount of suction with a pussy, but I really don't think that's what people mean when they say sucking off. Oh, but you say she's sucking Japheth off like Romulus sucked off the wolf. But in fact, the legend is that Romulus and Remus suckled from a female wolf. In other words, they drank her milk. So actually, you mean these inferior women are sucking on Japheth's nipples. Which, honestly, if she can get him off just doing that, is pretty impressive. And then you mentioned gay men doing that as well. Okay, so we're not allowing any women or gay men into our club if they like to suck European men's nipples. But other than that is okay. I probably didn't need to think so hard about that.
They sold us out, brothers. That's not our culture. That's Japheth. I swear to God, I'm all my ancestors. Our culture does not include homosexuality as culturally accepted. Thank you.
No, thank you. I'm very, very glad we had the chance to discuss these important issues. It's very obvious that you're straight as an arrow, and I would not think to doubt that for a second. Well, maybe 1 second, but no more than that, I promise. I'm still not quite sure how we got here from a black woman offering herself to the whites, but with some time to reflect, I'm sure I'll figure that out. Now, I know there's a second part to this video, but before we move on, I need a bit of a palate cleanser. So please, man, show me those martial arts moves again. Aw, yeah, man. You're so damn inspiring. You make my martial arts skills look like a turkey with a peg leg. Honestly, it makes me a little scared just how much of a badass you are. Can you help me understand why you're so awesome?
We know the average white people are scared of black people. They cross the street because it's encoded in their DNA that Horus won the ancient martial arts fight.
Ah, that explains a lot, actually. Look, I know that I pass really well as a black woman, but the truth is I am biologically a white person. I don't talk about it very much, but it's true. It's true. So very likely my DNA is full of terror of Horus's first-class martial arts fight power, which makes me finally understand why I feel such a nervous thrill when I witness the truly incredible power and control of your martial arts moves, sir. It makes me a little bit scared, but can I see that one more time? Ooh, yeah, that's the stuff.
And they've been trying to snake us, and they fear our natural aggression. and true warrior skills.
Hey man, listen. Yeah, it's true. We all know we fear your true warrior skills. But I ain't trying to snake nobody. As a matter of fact, I never snaked in my whole life. Not even once. It's not worth it, kids. If your friends ask you if you want to snake with them, just say no.
Because they're hacky sack kind of body types, you know, no offense, kind of ping pong, badminton, kind of polo, riding a horse, like little man complex.
I gotta be honest, if I looked like that, I think being little would be the least of my worries.
And then there's big, you know, bloated, because you know how some whites try to get big? They're trying to make up for that by getting big like a bull.
Make up for what again? Oh, right, for their DNA telling them Horus won the ancient rap battle. Sorry, martial arts battle. You know, in that case, it seems like it'd make more sense for them to train in martial arts instead. But then again, maybe they know they just can't compete. Nobody fucks with the Horus.
But that obviously doesn't work, and Horus is still on top of the pyramid, so they took that bullshit across the sea. You know, get on, see ya, you know, that's where it comes from.
I hate to be that guy, you know, because up until now, everything you've said makes perfect sense. But, I don't think that's where that expression comes from. Actually, I'm fairly sure it comes from "I will see you later." And I'm also pretty sure most white people haven't crossed any seas to escape the martial arts of Horus. But then again, I'm no history professor, so I guess I'd better just leave that to the experts.
Take that bullshit back to Europe.
Yeah, take that hacky sack body bullshit back to Europe, you polo-riding ping-pong pricks.
And that's where we're at now. It's like God has come from Afro-Asiatic people.
Really? I thought God came from, like, space, or the void, or something. But if Afro-Asiatic people made God, does that mean Afro-Asiatic people are God's gods? Wow, man. You're blowing my tiny honky mind.
And we're sick of your white lie. Take it back to Europe. It's the information age now. It's time for you to admit that these people were Afro-Asiatic and not Eurasian. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Very well. I surrender to the superior wisdom of your martial arts. I hereby admit, on behalf of all crackers, that Afro-Asiatic people are Afro-Asiatic and not Eurasian. Well, except the Asiatic part, which is Afro-Asiatic and Eurasian, because they're Asian. But other than that, they're definitely not Eurasian.
Thank you.
No, really, thank you. Especially if I get to see those moves one more time. So cool. Man, you're the best.
Thank you.